Hey there, gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Claire Weston, and before we get started, I want you to do me a quick favor. Take a second and think about how many glasses of plain water you've already had today. Maybe 2, maybe 4, maybe you're one of those guys who carries around a giant stainless steel bottle everywhere you go. And you're probably thinking, well, Dr. Claire, I'm doing my part. I drink plenty, I stay hydrated. And honestly, good for you. That's a great start. But here's the truth I need to share with you today, and it might sting a little. If you're over 50, drinking plain water by itself may actually be one of the most overrated habits in your entire health routine. I know, that goes against everything you've heard since you were a kid in grade school. But stick with me here, because while water keeps you alive, it might not be keeping you vital. There's a massive difference between those two things. And after 20 years of practicing medicine right here in the States, I can tell you most men don't understand that difference until it's too late. Plain water by itself often fails to deliver what your aging cells, your blood vessels, and your hormones desperately need. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly what to add to your water to transform it from ordinary hydration into a blood flow boosting powerhouse that supports your energy, your stamina, and yes, gentlemen, your performance in the bedroom too. We're going to talk straight here. By the end of this video, you'll never look at a glass of water the same way again. But before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. I love hearing from men all over the country, from Florida to Alaska, from small towns in Montana to big cities like Chicago and Houston. You guys keep this channel going. All right, let's get into it. Here's something most folks don't realize. As you age, your body's ability to absorb and use nutrients, especially minerals, drops off a cliff. Your kidneys aren't as efficient as they were at 30. Your digestive tract slows down. Your thirst mechanism actually dulls, which means you might not even feel thirsty when your body desperately needs hydration. So you might think you're drinking enough, but deep down your body is quietly running on empty. You become hydrated on paper, but dehydrated at the cellular level. And this isn't just about thirst, gentlemen. When your cells aren't properly hydrated and charged with the right minerals, your blood vessels stiffen up, your energy plummets through the floor, and your ability to maintain strong, healthy blood flow, especially where it matters most, takes a serious hit. You start noticing things like cold hands, numb feet, that sluggish feeling in the morning, and yes, weaker performance in the bedroom too. So yes, water's crucial. Nobody's saying don't drink it. But the type of hydration you give your body after 50 determines whether your blood flows smoothly like a river or slowly like sludge through a clogged pipe. And that's where minerals come into the picture. I'm Dr. Claire Weston, a physician based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, with over 20 years of experience helping men restore their confidence, their performance, and their vitality through natural, evidence-based approaches. And I've seen the same pattern thousands of times in my practice. Men over 50 walk into my office and tell me, Doc, I drink my water, I eat clean, I exercise 3 or 4 times a week, but I still feel sluggish. My circulation feels off, and I'm losing that morning energy I used to have back in my 40s. And when I look deeper, 9 times out of 10, the issue isn't how much water they drink. It's what's missing from that water. Now, before I go any further, I need to say something important because this is something a lot of YouTube health channels skip right over. If you have kidney disease, congestive heart failure, or you're taking blood pressure medication, blood thinners, beta blockers, or diuretics, please talk to your doctor before adding any minerals to your routine. I'm serious about this. Potassium especially can be dangerous if your kidneys aren't filtering properly. And sodium, even the good kind, needs to be carefully managed if you have hypertension. So this video is general education for healthy men over 50. It is not personalized medical advice. Got it? Good. Let's keep going. Minerals are basically your body's electrical wiring. Without them, your cells can't communicate with each other, your muscles can't relax, and your blood vessels can't open up the way they're supposed to. Think of your body like a high-performance pickup truck. Water is the fuel, sure, but minerals are the spark plugs. Without that spark, even the best fuel in the world won't ignite the engine. You're just sitting in the driveway going nowhere. So let's count down the 4 most powerful minerals you can add to your water to genuinely boost hydration, energy, and circulation, especially after 50. Number 1, magnesium, the relaxation mineral. If there's one mineral I wish every man over 50 understood, it's magnesium. It's involved in over 300 different processes in your body. But its most critical role for men's health is relaxing your blood vessels. When you're deficient in magnesium, and studies suggest somewhere around 75% of American men are, your arteries stay tense and constricted. That tension limits blood flow everywhere it needs to go, including your heart, your muscles, and your most private tissues down south. Here's what actually happens biologically. Calcium tells your muscles to contract. Magnesium tells them to relax. Without enough magnesium, calcium dominates the conversation. Your arteries tighten up, and blood flow takes a nosedive. So instead of your circulatory system being open and flexible like it should be, it's constantly under tension, like a garden hose that's always half pinched. Now here's where I want to make a correction that's really important. A lot of folks online recommend taking magnesium glycinate in the morning. Honestly, that's not the best advice. Magnesium glycinate is the form that has a calming, drowsy effect on most people. So I actually recommend taking magnesium glycinate at night, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It helps you wind down, deepens your sleep, and your body uses that overnight time to repair blood vessels and tissue. For your morning routine, magnesium citrate or magnesium malate is a much better fit. These forms support energy production without making you feel sleepy. So the practical tip here is this. Take about 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium citrate or malate dissolved in your morning glass of water. Then take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate before bed. Do this consistently for about 3 weeks, and you'll start noticing smoother mornings, better sleep, and yes, stronger circulation throughout your body. One more thing on magnesium. Some folks experience loose stools or even diarrhea when they start taking magnesium, especially the citrate form. If that happens to you, just lower the dose. Take it with food or switch to glycinate or taurate, which are much gentler on the gut. Don't let one bad day scare you off completely. If supplements aren't your thing, you can also boost magnesium through food. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, black beans, dark chocolate, and avocados are all loaded with it. A handful of pumpkin seeds in the afternoon is one of the easiest ways to top up your levels. Number 2. Sodium, the gatekeeper of hydration. Now before you panic and say, Dr. Claire, my doctor told me to cut salt, hear me out. I'm not talking about the table salt sitting on your kitchen counter. And I'm definitely not talking about the salt loaded into processed foods like deli meat, frozen dinners, and chips. I'm talking about high-quality, unrefined salt like pink Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt. Here's why sodium gets such a bad rap in this country. Most Americans get their sodium from processed junk that's also loaded with preservatives, sugar, and chemicals that throw off your mineral balance entirely. But sodium itself, in its natural unrefined form, is absolutely vital. It's the gatekeeper that helps water actually enter your cells. Without it, your hydration stays superficial. Water just passes right through you and into the toilet. You've probably experienced this yourself. You drink tons of water all day, yet you still feel thirsty, tired, or even bloated. That's what happens when your body lacks the sodium and electrolytes needed to hold on to that water. Sodium helps maintain your electrical charge, supports your nerve signals, and keeps your muscles contracting smoothly. How do you do it? Add just a pinch, literally the tip of your pinky finger, of pink Himalayan or Celtic sea salt to your morning glass of water. That tiny addition turns your plain glass into a mineral-charged electrolyte drink that hydrates you at the cellular level. Now, important caveat for my friends with high blood pressure. If you've been diagnosed with hypertension, talk to your doctor first. While unrefined salt is far better than table salt, sodium is still sodium, and you need to manage it carefully. Some men with well-controlled blood pressure can handle a small pinch just fine. Others need to be more cautious. Your doctor knows your numbers better than I do. For everyone else, that small act in the morning is like giving your body permission to hold on to its strength. It helps you start your day steady, energized, and alert without those coffee crashes or dehydration headaches that hit around 2 in the afternoon. Number 3, potassium, the balancer. If magnesium is the relaxer and sodium is the gatekeeper, potassium is the balancer that holds the whole system in harmony. Potassium works hand in hand with sodium to maintain the electrical gradient across your cell membranes. That gradient is what keeps your heart rhythm steady, your nerves firing properly, and your muscles responsive when you need them. Most men don't realize this, But potassium deficiency is one of the silent reasons behind high blood pressure and poor circulation. Without enough potassium, your arteries stay tight, your heart works harder than it needs to, and your energy dips. By restoring potassium, you help your arteries stay flexible and allow blood to move freely. That's exactly what you want for healthy vascular function and strong performance. Now here's where I have to be very direct with you. Potassium is the one mineral you absolutely should not mess around with if you have any kidney issues. Your kidneys are responsible for regulating potassium levels, and if they're not working at full capacity, supplemental potassium can build up to dangerous levels and cause heart rhythm problems. So if you have any kidney concerns, please get blood work done and talk to your doctor before supplementing. For healthy men with no kidney issues, the best approach is honestly to get potassium from food first. We're talking bananas, sweet potatoes, white potatoes with the skin, avocados, white beans, spinach, salmon, and even regular old cantaloupe. A baked sweet potato has more potassium than 3 bananas. Easy, cheap, and you can grab them at any grocery store. If you want to add a potassium electrolyte powder to your water, look for one that's low in sugar and includes a balanced blend of minerals. Brands matter here, so look for products that are third-party tested. About 1/4 to half a teaspoon mixed into a glass of water once a day, ideally after exercise or with dinner, is a reasonable starting point. Always start low and see how your body responds. This mineral is nature's way of saying, take a breath, you're safe, your body's in balance again. Number 4, zinc, the testosterone guardian. Now this one is absolutely crucial for men, and frankly it doesn't get enough attention. Zinc is the quiet commander of your hormone system. It regulates testosterone production, supports your immune defenses, and influences everything from your mood to your stamina to your prostate health. Even a small zinc deficiency can lower testosterone levels, leaving you tired, mentally foggy, and less driven. After 50, when testosterone is naturally declining anyway, zinc becomes even more important. Think of it as the support beam holding up the whole hormonal house. The challenge is that zinc can be tough to absorb in tablet form, especially as you get older and your stomach acid production decreases. That's why I generally recommend zinc picolinate or liquid zinc drops over the cheap zinc oxide you find in bargain bin multivitamins. About 15 to 30 milligrams a day, taken with food to avoid nausea, is a solid range for most men. A quick word of caution though, don't go overboard with zinc. Taking too much over time can actually deplete copper in your body, which causes its own set of problems. So stick to recommended doses, and if you're already taking a multivitamin that contains zinc, factor that into your total daily intake. If your multi has 15 milligrams of zinc, you probably don't need to add much more. Food sources of zinc include oysters, which are absolutely loaded with it. Beef, lamb, pumpkin seeds, cashews, chickpeas, and yogurt. There's a reason oysters have a reputation as a man's food, gentlemen. The science actually backs that up. Zinc also strengthens your prostate and supports immune recovery, which becomes critical after 50 when your immune resilience naturally declines. Add this habit, and you're not just drinking for hydration, you're drinking for hormonal readiness and long-term vitality. All right, let's turn all this knowledge into something simple, doable, and effective. Here's my 3-step daily mineral hydration plan that you can start tomorrow morning. Step 1. Morning blood flow kickstart. Fill a large glass of water, about 16 ounces. Add 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium citrate, or malate, plus a tiny pinch of pink Himalayan or Celtic sea salt. Stir it well, drink it slowly over about 10 minutes, and take a few deep breaths as you do. This primes your blood vessels to open up, your muscles to relax, and your energy to start flowing for the day ahead. Step 2. Midday immune and hormone support. Around lunchtime, take your zinc supplement with food, whether that's a few drops of liquid zinc in a glass of water or a 15 to 30 milligram zinc picolinate capsule. This helps keep your testosterone levels stable, your immune system strong, and your energy balanced through the afternoon. No more 2 o'clock crashes. Step 3. Evening circulation and recovery. After dinner, mix a 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of a quality potassium electrolyte powder into water. This restores mineral balance and calms the cardiovascular system as you head into the evening. Then about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. This is your sleep secret weapon. It relaxes your muscles, calms your nervous system, and supports the deep restorative sleep your body uses to repair itself overnight. These 4 small steps take less than 5 minutes total throughout your day, but their cumulative effect can completely transform how your body feels and functions over the next few weeks. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, where do I actually buy this stuff? Great question, and one I get all the time. You can find quality magnesium, zinc, and potassium supplements at most health food stores, places like Whole Foods, Sprouts, or your local vitamin shop. Online, look at retailers like Amazon, Thrive Market, or directly from reputable supplement company websites. Look for brands that are third-party tested by organizations like USP, NSF, or Consumer Lab. Avoid anything with a long list of artificial colors, fillers, or proprietary blends that don't tell you exact amounts. If a label hides what's inside, put it back on the shelf. For pink Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt, any grocery store carries it these days. You don't need anything fancy. A basic jar lasts months and costs less than $10. Now let's get real for a second, because I want to talk to you man to man here. When men start noticing changes, slower mornings, weaker circulation, less energy in the bedroom, it's easy to feel discouraged. You might start thinking, maybe this is just age catching up to me. Maybe my best years are behind me. But that's not the full story, not even close. What's happening in your body isn't failure, it's feedback. Your body's asking for better communication, better fuel, better support. These minerals are that language. They restore the electrical conversation between your cells and your blood vessels. You're not broken, gentlemen. You're just depleted. And depletion is something we can absolutely fix, no matter if you're 52, 67, or 80 years old. When your hydration becomes functional and not just basic, you'll notice more than just physical changes. Your focus sharpens, your sleep deepens, your mood stabilizes. You start waking up with that quiet, steady confidence you thought was gone for good. Because true vitality isn't about feeling young again. It's about feeling fully alive in your own body again, on your own terms. I want to share something I tell every man who walks into my Charlotte office. Your body is extraordinary, even past 50, even past 70. It has an incredible ability to regenerate, adapt, and thrive when you give it the right tools and the right respect. So don't let plain water be a missed opportunity. Turn it into your daily electrical recharge. A small ritual of strength, balance, and self-care that you do for yourself every single day. Start small. Magnesium and salt in the morning. Zinc with lunch. Potassium and magnesium glycinate in the evening. Stick with it for 21 days and watch your energy, your focus, your sleep, and yes, your blood flow change in ways you can actually feel. And remember, this isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming vitality, clarity, and confidence on your own terms, in your own body, at your own pace. You're not aging out, gentlemen. You're leveling up. One last thing before I let you go. If you're currently taking medications for blood pressure, heart conditions, or kidney issues, please bring this video to your doctor at your next visit. Have a real conversation about which of these minerals might be safe and beneficial for your specific situation. A good doctor will appreciate that you're taking an active role in your own health. And if your doctor dismisses you out of hand without even discussing it, well, that might be a sign you need a second opinion. You deserve a healthcare partner who listens to you. So if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and give it a like. Share it with a brother, a friend, your dad, your golf buddy, anyone you think could use this information. And make sure you're subscribed, because we've got more science-backed, real-world health strategies coming your way every single week. I want to hear from you in the comments. Tell me, which mineral are you adding to your water starting tomorrow? And while you're at it, tell me how old you are and where you're watching from. I love seeing the global community we've built here. From Texas to Tennessee, from Maine to California, from the UK to Kenya to the Philippines. You guys are the reason I keep making these videos. I'm Dr. Claire Weston, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay hydrated the smart way, stay strong, and remember, your best years aren't behind you. They're waking up right now, one glass of water at a time.